All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180! Right there. Hey, tight.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook.
Here we go.
So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yo. Check. Hey, check 24. 22 jet bombers.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cannon Balaj. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
X3, 218, chop it. Wide, get wide. Hey, Haywood.
2nd and 6. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, box truck. 50 seconds to Mike. Yeah. 50 seconds to Mike. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. Open man there is Malone. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Set. 10 Lobo. 34. Knock it in, Ron. Knock it out. Watch twist. 6-6. Pull it high. Go. Hey, ready?
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Now it's Mixon running right, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
65.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. Start off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
19 yards there on the catch and run.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They'll run here with Boog. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's caught. It's Malone. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. Let him know. 5. Let go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
44. Get it.
This is Ridley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They come out here in the eye from the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balazs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an out.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. This is caught inside the 15. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
One, Omaha.
Garoppolo to try again on second down. That's complete right around the 8. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets him 6. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Hoping for a 4th down stop. Instead, they flinch and move the chains.
Flinch, jump, not watching the ball. All the sins that you're not supposed to commit, they come into play there.
Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Down the line. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Give the tackle to Tease Tabor that time. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Ridley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And a hell of a run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. That's complete. Bernard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that, Dave? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the...
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. He goes 67 yards on the punt return. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we always talk about kick returns being so exciting on kickoffs, punt return almost equally exciting.
And typically we talk about the kickoff return being the most exciting 10 seconds in football. Let's just cut it in half for a punt return and make it the most exciting 5 seconds in football. It's a great, glamorous, dashing play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 45.
They still playing soft. Y'all playing, hey, Charlie. Check.
Back to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
2nd and 15. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Here we go. 180.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Balaj. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, come on now, come on now. Bravo. 26 Mike. 26 Mike.
He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask gets him a free 15 to start the drive.
13. Hey, alert. Hey, wahoo.
Garoppolo. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
I'm going to run you over.
They go jet sweep here with Chark, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line. Here we go. Wait, 80! 21. Watch twist. White. 21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. That one complete to Hill. Had a good move, but only able to work it to the 20-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check tight. I got you.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Christian Wilkins able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 8 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Ready up.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
On the double. Mike spoke Boog. Here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They're going to look to throw. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 17-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This will be caught at about the 5. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready to break.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kalen Balaj, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
21.
Garoppolo now. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play his own defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
I got you, boy.
He is going to find Hill here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 24 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they start throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. This is caught. Bernard churning, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll set up to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, we got 4 down. There we go, Mike 20.
They'll look to throw. He gets this to Alize Mack, the Notre Dame product. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
First down, Miami.
Here we go, set.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 20. Five.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He completes this one to Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. He'll look to throw. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that on your side.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Defense, let's go. Hey, Mike 20. Pick it up. Check 4.
2nd and 10. Open man there is Malone. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. Fights him off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. It's Hill, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
13.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hand out to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Here's Michael Badgley ready for the field goal try. Badgley able to knock this one through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.